Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Patrick Flynn. I want to welcome you back to the Wellness Way Lab series. Today is a very interesting one. It's probably one of the most confusing labs that you're going to have done, but it's also one of the most simple ones. TSH, Thyroid Stimulating Hormone. Now, I guarantee that 90% of you guys actually that are listening to this one right now have went to their doctor because you had some symptoms of your thyroid, and all of a sudden it's like you test your thyroid and they say it is what? Normal. Okay, and then people come back and I'll even ask them saying, have you had your thyroid tested? And most people say yes. And then we get their blood work and they had their TSH measured. Now, I'm going to make this very clear, and I'm going to make it something that you can tell your doctor on a regular basis to help them understand that you understand and know more. TSH is not a thyroid hormone. Let me say that again. TSH is not a thyroid hormone. So when they test that from their paradigm, from a medical paradigm of saying we are going to actually treat your thyroid, they base it on something totally false. Now, I'm not saying TSH is not important. I run the lab almost every day. But what it really does, and let's break it down. Very simply, if you look at the name itself, Thyroid Stimulating Hormone, okay? For example, our brain now tells our thyroid through a hormone pathway that's released by the brain, the pituitary, to stimulate the thyroid to actually produce some hormone, okay? Now, the one thing that's big about that is you say, but doc, my doctor told me my thyroid is normal. They never tested your thyroid. TSH is not a thyroid hormone. TSH is a brain hormone, so remember that. So when people come into me and they say, I've had my thyroid tested, I look and said, no, you had your brain tested. And they look all cross-eyed at me. Well, the reason why is because they did not test your thyroid. In other labs you're going to see, and I will just tell you what they are, there's multiple hormones produced by the thyroid, including T4 and T3 and others. But just let's stay from there, is TSH may stimulate them to be released, but once again, let me say this again. As you can see from the letters up here that we posted here, thyroid stimulating hormone is not a thyroid hormone. It's a brain hormone. So when your doctor says to you that we have tested your thyroid and all they have ever done was TSH, believe it or not, it's actually a lie. Okay? And you can tell your doc, you did not test my thyroid, you tested my brain. Now, from the medical paradigm, why is it so important to actually measure TSH? Because what happens is levothyroxine, Synthroid, or any of their medications that they use manipulate the brain release. Now, let me say that again. It manipulates the brain release, so if the synthetic hormone that they put into you, for example, causes the TSH to go down, they are considered a success. False. Once again, that's a false premise. Just because you can manipulate a brain hormone and actually think that the thyroid is normal, you're clueless, okay? Actually, just yesterday, I had a nurse that came in for care, and actually we tested her thyroid properly, including retested her TSH, and guess what? Her TSH was normal, and her thyroid hormones itself was actually very low. She was very upset because her doctor told her that what? Her thyroid was normal. It's not normal, guys. Let me repeat this again. If your doctor tells you your thyroid is normal and they've only tested your TSH, they are clueless, they're wrong, you need to go in more depth. The bad part is the whole system of medicine is based on manipulating that hormone. Okay, and that's why they base it their whole gold standard. Well, guess what? Instead of gold standard, let's step it up a bunch and start doing some platinum testing, and that's why you come to the Wellness Way clinics. So once again, TSH, not a thyroid hormone. I'm going to beat that into your head over and over again because it's one of the biggest fallacies I see out there. So once again, thank you so much for coming to the Wellness Way Lab series. This has been one of my favorite ones to do because it's one of the biggest misnomers out there. TSH, my name is Dr. Patrick Flynn. Thank you for watching. See you at our next video.